So today we have this radical system of equations. The first equation is that square root of x plus square root of y is equals to 3, and the second one is that square root of x plus y plus square root of y plus 3 is equals to 5. The problem is looking very simple, x and y, but the radical systems, or we can say the square root, makes this problem interesting. So let's see how can we solve these equations. So looking for the first equation, we can see it's root of x plus root of y is equals to 3. So I can write like root x is equals to 3 minus under root y. We have shifted y over there. Now squaring both the sides, so square root of x the whole square is x. 3 minus root y the whole square means 3 square 9 plus root y square, that is y, minus 2 into 3 6 root y. This is the value of x obtained. Or else now what if I will obtain the value of y from the same equations? So I can write like under root y is equals to 3 minus under root x. So again squaring both the sides, so I obtain that y is equals to 9 plus x minus 6 root x. So we have obtained the value of y also and the value of x also. Now the method which we are going to use is the substitution method. Usually when two equations are given we use the elimination method, but here the substitution method will work. So either I can substitute x or y in this equation. So let's substitute value of y from this equation. As this equation is x, so substituting y over here with this means y has now changed in the terms of x. So this whole equation would be in x, so we can solve for the value of x. So let's see. The equation was, no, not the equation, the first term, x plus y as it is. Now plus under root y plus 3. So value of y from this equation is 9 plus x minus 6 root x. So I will write 9 plus x minus 6 root x, and from here this plus 3, so plus 3, and that is equals to 5. Now we will keep this over here only and shift this on that side. So under root 9 plus 3, we can see 12 plus x minus 6 root x, and that is equals to 5, and this root of x plus 5 has been shifted, so 5 minus under root x plus 5. Now we will again square both the sides from this equation. So square of this is equals to square of this. So here square and under root cancel out, so what remains is 12 plus x minus 6 root x, and that is equals to 5 square, that is 25, plus root x plus 5 the whole square, that is x plus 5, and minus 2 into 5, 10 under root x plus 5. Here it's 10. So let it be clear over here, let it be 10 only. Yes, now 10. Now we can see this x and this x cancel out, so what remains is 12 6 root x, 65 minus 10 x plus 5. So now 25, 12, and 25 plus 5 is 30. 30 if shifted over here, or else we can shift this on that side, so it would become 10 times under root x plus 5, and that is equals to 25 plus 5, 30, 30 minus 12, so it would give us 18, and minus 6 root x, so it would become plus 6 root x. Now I can take 2 common from the both the sides, so taken 2 common here, so it would become 5 under root x plus 5. 2 has been taken common out, and that is equals to 2 taken common from here, so it would be 9 plus, here it would become 3 root x. Now 2 and 2 cancel out. Now we have this equation that 5 under root x plus 5 is equals to 9 plus 3 root x. Now we will again square both the sides, so here it will be 25 in bracket x plus 5, and that is equals to 9 square plus 3 root x the whole square plus 2 into 3 into 9, so 2 3 6, and 6 into 9 it would be 54, and root x as it is. So we can say it would be 25x plus 25 into 5, it would be 125, and that is equals to 9 square, that is 81, plus 3 root x the whole square means 9x, and plus 54 under root x. Now we will keep this over here and shift all this, both these two terms only on the LZ side. So let us shift that over that side. So 25x minus 9x is equals to 16x, plus 125 and 81 is there, so let us subtract that over here. So 125 minus 81, so it would be 4, 1 carry over and 0, so 12 minus 8, it would be 44. So 16x plus 44, yes, 16x plus 44 is equals to 54 under root x. So we have reached this equation. Now we will take the 2 common from again, or we can take 4 common. So taken 4 common, so 4x plus 11 is equals to, here it would be 1. From the table of 4 it would be 1, or else here it would be not go with the table of 4 only. 54 is not divisible, we will go with the 2 only. So taking 2, taking 2 common, so 8x plus 22, and that is equals to 2 taken common, so here it will be 27 under root x. So 2 and 2 cancel. Now again squaring both the sides, so 8x the whole square means 64x square plus 22 square, that is 484, plus 2 into 8 16, 16 into 22 means 32, 32 that is 352 x, and that is equals to 27 square into x. So 27 square would be 7 and 7 49, 2 and 2 4, 2 7 14, 14 to 28, so 9 2 1 729, and root x the whole square means x only, so 729x, 729x. Now 64x square as it is, 484 as it is, and 352x minus this, so 352, 729. We will subtract this both from here, so 1, this becomes 4, so 12, or else I will write the bigger term up. Here is one mistake, so the bigger term is 729 and 352, so 9 and 2 7, 1, and here it would be 6, so 6 and 3 3, 12 and 5, it would be 377. So subtraction of this both is 377, so I will write over here in minus, because this is smaller, this overcomes, so it's greater, so minus 377. It was not probably 300, yes, it's 300 was 77x, and plus 484, and that's equals to 0. Now here we have a quadratic equation. So we have reached this equation, that 64x square minus 377x plus 484 equals to 0. So we can solve this equation by either the quadratic or the factorization. So as we can see, the numbers are bigger, so we cannot use the quadratic equation. Let's see if we can factor out. So I can see that 377 can be written as 256 plus 121, means a minus sign at the outside the bracket. So 377 can be written like this way, and this is nothing but 64 into 4, and 484 can be obtained by 121 into 4, so it can work. So we will just split over here this fraction as 64x square minus 256x and minus 121x plus 484, and that is equals to 0. So 64 taken common from this both, 64x I mean, so here it would remain x, minus here it would remain 4, and from this both minus 121 common, so x minus 4, and that's equals to 0. So I can obtain that x minus 4 and 64x minus 121 is equals to 0. So from here x is either equals to 4 or 121 by 64, as these both are positive, so both values can be done, because if one of them would be either negative, so it cannot be okay, because here it's in square root over here, so negative of square root is a complex plane, and hence the answer is a real number, so it cannot be. So the both the values are correct, so value of obtained x is 4 or 121 all over 64. So we have that x value has been already been obtained, so we have x and y in terms of each other, so y can be equals to, or else we can put this value in the first equation only. Putting here would be a difficult task, so putting this value in the first equation only, so we can see root x plus root y, so root x, or we can say y, root y is equals to 3 minus root x. From here the equation we have got that root y is equals to 3 minus root x. So root y is equals to 3 minus, putting 4, so square root of 4, that is nothing but 2. So I will directly write over here 2. So 3 minus 2, that is equals to 1. So square root of y is equals to 1 means y is equals to 1. Now putting 121 by 64, so it would become 3 minus 11 by 8, because 121 is a 11 square and 64 is a 8 square, so 11 upon 8 the whole square. So if 11 upon 8 the whole square and under root is there, so it would become 11 upon 8 only. So now 8 into 3 it would be 24, 24 minus 11 it would be 13 by 8, and that's value of 13 by 8, not 18. 13 by 8, and that's the value of under root y. We can see it's under root y. So value of y means y square, that means it would be 13 square, that is 169 upon 8 square, that is 64. Here also root y was 1, so squaring on both sides, so y is equals to 1, and here y is equals to 169 by 64. So let us write our final answer. Therefore we have that if x is equals to 4, we get that y is equals to 1, and if x is equals to 121 by 64, y is equals to 169 upon 64. These are the values of x and y respectively with each other. If x this, y is equals to this. If x is equals to this, y is equals to this. So hence we have solved this problem for the obtain the value of x and y. So here the sum gets over. So if you found this problem interesting, do subscribe to the channel and admit that you are unable to solve this interesting problem by giving a like to the video.